Hi, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be creating this spinner card. As you can see, well, I just made this one, so it's not going to behave for me. It needs a little loosening up, but essentially, there we go. The card will spin from one side to another. The thing is with this one too, I used the Sweet Pea felt, and it was a little too heavy for this type of card. So today we're going to be using just a stamped image for here, and hopefully that'll make it spin a little easier. So what you're going to need to start off with is your base piece of cardstock, and I am using Tempting Turquoise. This piece is cut at 6 by 6, and I have scored it at 3 and folded it. Then the next piece that you'll need is a piece of white, and this will be cut at 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. Next, you'll need just another piece of cardstock. I think I used confetti for this one, and this is cut at 5 1/2 by 2 1/2. And lastly, you will need a piece of designer series paper cut at 5 1/2 by 2 1/2 as well. For this one, I've used our double-sided tropical paper. This is available in the Summer Mini catalog right now. So, to get started, the first thing that I've done is to create this window for the spinner to go in. I made myself a little template here. Now, because this piece is cut at 2 1/2, I just took a ruler and measured this line at 1 1/4, and I used our Stampin' Up! Grid paper, as you can see here, to just make sure that the line went straight down the whole way. Otherwise, your spinner will grow crooked, and we don't want that. So, the first thing you're going to do is take your word window punch, and just starting in a little ways from the edge. You don't want to have it go all the way over to the side, so just leave a small space here. And you want to make sure that you really get the line straight in the center of your word window. So let's hope that I can. Okay, so punch that out. Then you just want to go down to the other end, and you want to leave about the same amount of space at this end. And again, you want to make sure that you have it in there straight. Punch that out, and then we will punch in the middle. Pretty good. Okay. Then I'm just going to turn that over. And I'm going to put snail all over here. Now you want to, because the spinner uses pennies, it's pretty heavy, so you want to make sure that your cardstock is going to stick together really well. So where I would usually say less is more, on this one it really is not the case. So load up that really well with snail adhesive, and then I'm going to use the polka dot side here. So I'm just going to line that up. Okay, and just stick that down real well. And then I'm just going to flip it over, and using my previously punched one as a guideline, I'm just going to punch out this one as well. And this is creating the window area for your spinner to go in. I don't want to start rushing and mess this up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So the next thing that you're going to do is you want to use dimensionals, because you're going to pop this up onto your other piece of cardstock. But what I'm going to do first is line this up on here and stamp my greeting, because just in case you mess it up, then you don't have to go back and start over with as many steps. So I'm going to use Tempting Turquoise ink and the Happy Birthday from Teeny Tiny Wishes. So I'm just going to ink that up. And whoops, now I've bumped it here. And we will stamp that right in the center and hope for the best. Perfect. Okay, so now that's done. I'm just going to set that aside for a second, and I'm going to use my dimensionals and be generous, because like I said, the the pennies are heavy on the card and you don't want it falling apart. So put some dimensionals all over here. Okay, once that is done, you're going to get your image. So for this one, I'm going to use the butterfly. This is from the Punch Posy set, which is also in the Summer Mini right now. It's a Hostess Level 2 set. So if earning this set is something that you're interested in, you can let me know. And I would be happy to give you more information on how you can earn this set. So I'm going to use the Melon Mambo ink, and I'm just going to ink this up and stamp it. And then I'm going to use the butterfly punch to punch out this image. This is the greatest thing ever, because otherwise I'd be sitting here forever cutting, and nobody wants to do that. So we'll go ahead there. Now what you're going to do is take your pennies and you want to apply adhesive to the back. Now what I have actually found that I like to use the best is the mini glue dots. So I'm just going to take a glue dot, oops, and get it onto my penny there. And then I'm going to put it here on the wing of the butterfly. Now normally I would say to center it, obviously, but because of the shape, it's not going to fit in the center, right? So I'm going to just put it behind one of the wings. So then you're going to go ahead, whoops, you're going to go ahead and take your other piece here and put the penny through so that it's like this. Okay. No, I lied. You're gonna put a dimensional on your penny because your penny won't fit through there. Duh. All right, there we go. Now you will put your dimensional through there. There we go. Now I got it together. Peel off the backing on that, and then stick your other penny to the dimensional. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to peel the backing off of all my dimensionals. And there's a lot, so bear with me here. But like I said, we want to make sure that it's going to stick. Oof. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick this piece down to my Whisper White and just make sure that I have my sentiment centered. Okay, so we'll just press that down nice and firmly. And now all you're going to do here is just use your regular snail to secure this part to your card base. Just get this stuck on here. Okay. And there you have your card. And again, it's going to be stiff on me because I just started. But as you can see, it'll start to just spin down there. And there you have it. Thanks for joining me today.